I'm Ryan.
I'm Aaron.
And together we are
Functionally literate.
Yeah.
Woo.
Today we are discussing 12 Months by Jim Butcher, chapters 41 through 44. This is the most recent book in the Dresden Files. I shouldn't say the most recent, because one day it won't be the most recent. It's book
As of
18.
today, it's the most recent.
It's book 18 of the Dresden Files, which is, as of today, the most recent.
Yippers.
So last time, what happened? Let's see. Harry apologized to his friends. That was good. He performed another test on Laura and unwittingly enslaved her to him. Oops.
He punched Mab in the throat.
In the next chapter, he punched Mab in the throat when it was revealed to him what he had done. As far as Mab was concerned, though, what he had done was worthy of a gift. She wanted to fuck him. He instead beat the crap out of her and said, "I'm going to need time to think about my gift."
And she said, okay.
And then chapter 40, Harry and Molly, they protected Bach and his people from getting murdered by the wardens for practicing black magic. Harry really, truly believes that these people can get redemption. He's like, keep doing those cleansing spells.
They're not...
He thinks that because someone was there for him once, that he should be there for others.
Well, yeah, but they weren't truly dark wizards.
Not truly. Like, he could see it. He could see the patterns. He could see what was happening. The people that were harming them are no longer harming them. They need to stop harming them back, and they need to undo the stains on their souls that they've created.
Well, and the stain on the area, which is, I think, what they're cleansing.
I mean, I feel like doing one accomplishes the other. Like,
Yeah.
if you're cleaning up the mess you've made, I feel like that helps clean you up as well.
Yeah, and also it gets rid of the warden's attention.
Yes. That's the important thing, getting rid of the warden's attention. But I don't think that it's any small thing for Harry. When he really doesn't want to, he's giving these people the opportunity to be better.
I hope someone doesn't come in and kill Bach. I really don't.
Even though, fuck that guy.
He's a dick, but he doesn't deserve to be a dead dick.
I don't know, man. The shit he did could have killed people, and he didn't even know what he was doing.
But it didn't.
It didn't.
He was just stupid.
He was just stupid. And you shouldn't kill people for just being stupid.
Yeah, dickish stupidity doesn't deserve death. It deserves a punch in the face.
Which he very nearly got.
Yeah.
He certainly got the hell scared out of him. Chapter 41. How Harry introduced the gargoyles to the castle, and how Harry said goodbye to Murphy's shade.
This whole thing was cute.
Yeah. So what stood out to you? You had an exclamation at some point.
Oh, I was giggling.
Yeah.
The Spice Goyles,
The Spice Goyles.
they feed on stories.
Yeah.
And as soon as the children of the castle find that out, one of them's like, bro, Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't say it that way. He's like, did you hear the one about the guy with the lightsaber?
And they're like, no.
Let me
And he's
tell
like,
it.
oh, great.
And then he starts telling it the way only a child could. And it seems to be fine.
I love how, so the gargoyles not only all have different personalities and stuff, but they all have different specialties.
Yeah, like the owl-faced one is the teacher. And there's one that's like kind of an athletics coach. And there's ones that like cleaning. They didn't introduce themselves by name, but they introduced like what they're about, like what their thing is that they like.
There was Bay, who is basically a dog.
Yeah.
He's like, I like to keep people company. Which is genuinely very sweet.
It's very sweet, especially after Harry was like, I feel like he didn't consult the gargoyles before this conversation, because he was like, listen, they're going to be blending into the environment and they're not going to be really doing anything unless there's danger. So if they tell you to do something, you better listen. And they're like, we actually like to do stuff.
And he's like, well, fuck.
Shit. Okay. All right. Well.
Then he had this little heart-to-heart with Mattias, which was so touching.
Yeah. This guy was struggling with English before, wasn't he?
I mean, he said he didn't know how to come up with the words, and whether that was him struggling with the language or whether he just really genuinely didn't know how to thank Harry, we don't know.
Okay. Fair enough. He seems pretty... like he's got a pretty good grasp on the language. He said a lot here.
Yeah.
This is the quote-unquote normie character telling Harry, like, his perspective.
And we figured out, so Mattias and Jorge were the people that Harry saved at the beginning of Battlegrounds.
With...
River Shoulders.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, that's neat.
Yeah.
That's a fun little callback.
Mm-hmm.
Mattias has probably one of my favorite non-Michael quotes in the series now.
Oh, yeah? Go ahead.
He calls Harry gentle.
Yeah.
And Harry's like, that's not really what I'd call me. And Mattias says, well, then you're wrong. Gentleness is power that chooses to restrain itself, that is under control. Gentleness is someone strong who makes the choice to be careful with that strength.
Yeah.
And that is you.
Yeah. And he's pretty dead on the money.
Yeah.
He's just right.
There's a kind of a trite old saying. It's like, be more afraid of a soldier in a garden than a gardener in a war, or something about that. Are you familiar with that one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. It's kind of a trite saying, but like a gardener in a war versus a warrior in a garden.
Mm-hmm. Gardener in a war sounds pretty useless.
But a warrior in a garden, it's a violent man who's choosing to be peaceful.
I see. Which is what he's trying really hard to do. Like, he didn't cast a single spell when he confronted the Wardens. No. Molly did, but he didn't.
And they didn't know Molly was casting spells.
No. And
and honestly, Harry wasn't even sure if that was a bluff or not.
Also, we didn't talk about it at the time, but it really hit me when he was like, times have changed. Like, because he was thinking through, like, were there goblins there? Or was that just a bluff? I mean, it would make sense for her to have a detail. I have no idea. And she's not telling.
Nope.
Times have changed.
Because, yeah, kid Molly would have been like, hey, boss, did you see that? That was cool, huh?
Really cool, wasn't it? Yeah.
And now she's just looking at him like,
what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Anyways, this little scene with the gargoyles and it's Mattias. That's how you would say that.
Mattias.
Mattias. Yeah.
But Mattias.
Yeah.
Let's widen it up a little bit for the people.
All right. Sure. That was nice, and it was small, like his interaction with Murphy's Shade. But I'm glad he finally just was like, I'm saying goodbye. And that little bit after he said goodbye, I was like, of course. Like, I feel silly for not seeing it.
Fucking Mort.
Of course, Mort was like sending Fitz over in part to keep an eye on Harry, and the fact that he's like calling up Murphy's Shade every night. He's like, I mean, we can't stop the guy, but like we can like have an intervention if it starts getting creepy.
Have an ectomancer keep an eye on him. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it, but it makes sense.
You know,
if anything, I'm a little annoyed that it didn't actually go somewhere. It was just like hey, by the way, we were keeping tabs on you the whole time to make sure you were okay.
Well, even Harry's like, that's a very wizardly thing of you, Mort.
Yeah.
And I think this is really the culmination of Harry and Mort's like friendship now.
Yeah.
Begrudging friendship, because Mort cared enough about Harry to do that.
Yeah. He did.
And if he had told Harry he was going to do it,
of course Harry
it would have been
like,
hostile.
Fuck off. No.
Yeah. So no, I like that that was very well wrapped up with a bow.
Yeah. Chapter 42. How Harry soul-gazed Laura and what he saw there. Unexpected. I was genuinely thinking this was going to happen later.
I didn't... This whole interaction was was pleasantly surprising.
I'm listening.
Like I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I didn't think any of this was going to go this way.
Yeah. What did you think was going to happen when this happened?
I don't know, maybe come to terms with the relationship and be like, oh, yay, I guess we got to be like married because we're like stuck with each other now. And they're just like, no, we're going to get out of this. We're going to fuck Mab over.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, viva la resistance.
I mean,
is Mab the villain? Is Mab the villain of the entire series?
Mab is Harry's personal villain. She's not the villain of like the entire series.
We don't know that. It could be.
Maybe. I doubt. I thought what Harry saw was very interesting because what he saw was not, and he makes the comparison too. I saw Thomas at war with his hunger. Laura can't tell the difference. Or she's afraid that she doesn't know which is which anymore.
Yeah. We still didn't get a description for what Laura saw.
No, of course not. That we're never going to. Or if we do, it's not till the end.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, do we really need to see it? Like, I feel like we'd have an idea of what we'd see. Like, whatever it is.
The soul gaze that scares krakens, the soul gaze that makes dangerous succubi just go, oh, fuck.
I feel like whatever it is we would see would be just a reflection of everything he's told us. And so it makes sense that Laura is like, I have never met anyone like you. And he's like, it's great to be weird. But I liked the conversation they had before the soul gaze, too. Like, it just made sense. It worked. It was natural.
I love the fact that Harry apologizes and it catches Laura off guard. She's like,
oh, you're serious?
You were telling the truth. You didn't mean to do any of this.
No, not at all. So he's like, I'm sorry. And she's like, you shouldn't be apologizing. You didn't do this to me. And he's like, Mab did. And she's like, there it is. And he's like, all right, well, fuck Mab. We're going to get out of this. We're going to save Thomas and we're going to get out of this. Mab owes me a gift. Like, it's part of who she is. She has to, like, balance the scales. What she did to me, she feels she owes me. So, what she did to us, right? And then he tells her, if it makes you feel better, she wants you to hook me. So then we're hooked to each other. It's cool. It's fun. It's cool to have, like, this little conspiracy, like, yeah, fuck Mab. But, like, also, like, guys, you made deals with her. Like, I don't know what you were expecting.
Having read this,
yeah,
you think the marriage is going to go off?
I don't know yet. I feel like someone's going to do something to try and fuck it all up. Whether or not that succeeds, I don't know. But it does seem like Harry is stuck with this.
Yeah? Or at least stuck with Laura in some way, shape, or form.
That's what I mean. Like, even if he gets free of Winter, he's still married.
Or stuck with Laura.
Laura told him something that took a lot out of her to say, I think. She said, when you did that to me, she's like, listen, you satiated my hunger in a way that nobody and nothing else can. If I try to go back to feeding on others, the balance that I have attained, I won't be able to have it. That hunger is going to want what it has had now that it's had it. And it's going to do anything possible to satiate itself in the same way, and it won't be able to, and I'm going to lose my position. Like, I'm stuck. I have to have you. Like, that's fucked.
Yeah? You think they're going to boink?
I mean, they have to. And I say they have to because of what he said to, like, Laura's true self in the soul gaze. He's like, listen, I'm not comfortable in this position. I don't like that you're on a leash and I'm holding it. So what I'm going to do is everything you need, like whatever need that you need that like filled, I will fill that need. And so that inherently means sex. Like, he has to, like, if she wants it, and of course she's going to want it, he's gonna give it. Like, they're gonna be married.
I feel like that was in I feel like he was talking to the hunger.
Of course, but
Like
I don't think that's all he was talking to, because if Laura can't tell the difference between herself and the hunger, how's he supposed to? He was talking to both of them.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. It seemed like he had more lucidity during this soul gaze than he has in other ones.
Mm-hmm. He was more present in it. Like,
yeah, instead of just watching something.
Most of the time, he's just kind of watching something. The only other time I think that I can specifically recall where he soul gazed and it wasn't just like an image or like a film reel was when he soul gazed Thomas.
Yeah.
That time he was in a space that he could walk around in and interact with his mother.
Which is super weird.
Yeah.
Margaret really was, like, had to have been super fucking talented. She
Of
left,
course.
like, genuinely.
Yeah.
I hope we find out more about her.
That would be nice.
Because there's just so many questions about Margaret.
Mm-hmm. The thing that kind of frustrates me about that, too, and it's going way off topic of the chapter, but the thing that frustrates me about that is, you know, in Changes, he got something that allowed him to hear her voice as she describes how to get to different places in the Never Never.
Yeah.
Right? Like a little audio journal. That feels like such a perfect opportunity to put Harry in a story where he's traveling the Never Never and he just has his mother for company.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we will have that. Who knows?
I don't know. I mean, it's been quite a few years at this point. I feel like if that was gonna happen, it would have already happened.
Also, he used that gym for Changes and like one other time.
Exactly.
And like hasn't.
He's not taken advantage of the toys that he has.
He's been a little preoccupied.
A little bit. For quite a few years now. And there's just no time. There's no time.
Yeah. There's never any time.
I don't like the situation Harry's in either. But, you know, I think he said it best. He's like, listen, I am going to do the best I can by you, the most ethically I can under the circumstances that we're in. And I think that was well said.
Yeah.
What does one do when one owns a slave that they don't want? Or rather, that they did not want to enslave?
Which is such a weird way to say that.
But it's how he's looking at it.
Yeah.
He's like, you used me to enthrall someone? Now he has a thrall.
I guess this does technically count him breaking the third law.
As far as he's concerned, he has. Because he says this to Molly when he talks to her in the couple chapters ago. He considers it breaking the third law of magic. And Molly's like, well, technically, I mean, she's a vampire. You haven't broken that law. And he's like, so not the point. It is flouting the spirit of it, which is what he cares about.
So what are the 7? What are the 7 laws?
Don't kill.
Which he's broken several times.
Don't enthrall someone, which is
That's
the third
3.
one.
What's 2?
I don't remember what 2 is. I remember, don't...
I think it's thou shalt not invade the mind of another.
Right. Which leads into enthralling them.
I'm just going to look them up.
I thought that enthralling and invading were the same one. 6 is time. 7 is opening the outer gates. There's one about transfiguring people. Don't do that.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not transform others is the second.
Okay, so no transfiguring. 3 is don't.
Thou shalt not invade the mind of another.
Which I think enthrallment is part of that.
Thou shalt not enthrall another is the 4th.
Huh. Okay. What's 5?
Thou shalt not reach beyond the borders of life. Necromancy.
And then 6 is thou shalt not swim against the currents of time.
And 7 is...
Thou shalt not open the outer gates.
Yeah. So Harry is broken. 1.
Yeah. Now 3.
3, I think he technically did during Ghost Story. He invaded Molly's mind.
Oh, sure. But that apparently was different because they had been like, practicing and like building their mental fortitude for a while, like a little while at that point after the events of Turncoat.
4th, enthrallment, which he just broke.
Right. But he said 3rd. That's weird. Whatever. Go ahead.
reach beyond the borders of life. He's already done necromancy.
Yeah. Well,
Suit.
the spirit of that law he broke, but he technically didn't.
Yeah. I mean, in the same way that he didn't break this one, but he did.
Right. He has not done time yet, and he has not opened the outer gates.
So 4 of the 7.
Right.
Allegedly.
How Harry secured Fitz's future and how Harry moved out of the basement.
This was so Ramirez coded.
Well, how do you mean?
You remember during the Wraith Deeps thing in White Knight when Ramirez was throwing around disintegration rays?
Yeah.
How he did the Wild West gunslinger thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shooting from the hip?
Yeah. So
Fitz did that instinctively.
Fitz was preparing to like do his magic practice, and Harry is just fucking starts shooting a gun. He's just like, do it now, do or die. And so then he like fires off like 3 blasts of fire, melts his target, and then he's exhausted. And Harry's like, he's good. He's better than me when I was his age. He's talented. He's got this.
But it was so Ramirez coded.
Mm-hmm.
It was just fire instead of water.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's interesting that Harry even brings it up. Is like, I think Ramirez might actually be a better mentor for you than me.
Right. Because after that little thing, that leads into his conversation where he's like, listen, like he has a philosophical discussion, and then he gives Fitz Carlos's number and says, look, this is dangerous work we do. I might die one day. I'm not planning to die, but it could happen. And if I do, I want you to call this guy. And Fitz, of course, is very hesitant because he's White Council. And he's like, listen, I don't trust the White Council. Carlos is good people. He'd take care of you. He honestly, as you said, he would honestly probably be a better mentor than you because your talents are very similar to his.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Carlos doesn't have a lot of, like, oomph, but he makes a lot of good use of what he has.
Right. And that's similar to Fitz.
Yeah. Whereas Harry has too much oomph and not enough finesse.
But that philosophical discussion, though,
yeah.
I think is worth touching on. Because they're talking about fighting, and they're talking about how to approach fights. Maybe it's better to just shoot first every time. So why don't we? And Fitz is having trouble with that question. Right? He's like, well, I mean, it's not good or right to do that, to win that way. And he's like, it's not about winning or losing. It's about surviving or dying. So why not do that every time? Fitz can't answer the question. And then what's Harry say?
Life matters. It's not enough to know how to kill people. It's how to... It's when and where.
And why.
And why.
That Fitz can answer. He's like, to protect myself or to protect others. And he's like, that's a good starting point. And then he talks about the practicalities of things. He's like, listen, ideally, you're going to live a long time. And if you get the reputation for being the kind of guy that just murks people, I mean, that's going to affect how people approach you. And then he talks about 2 very specific ways that somebody could kill you from afar. With a high-powered rifle from a mile away.
Kincaid.
Or with a satellite from space. That, I think it's really amusing how in this specific book, that is something that's been on his mind a lot. The fact that his grandpa killed someone with a satellite that one time.
It's really the dopest way to do something, though. I mean... I don't want to say that Ebenezer's a little extra.
He is, though.
But there's so, like, he could have caused an avalanche. He could have caused an earthquake.
Hey, you know what I call that spell?
Huh.
Fuck that guy in particular.
Very literally. Because he didn't just fuck up that guy. He didn't just fuck up that guy. He obliterated his whole house.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy, the horse you rode in on, and your whole house you live in.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I mean, the guy brought it on himself. He betrayed the spirit of the duel that they were having.
Not even the spirit. He betrayed the letter.
Yeah. He betrayed the duel that they were having.
Yeah. Because he was losing. He He's like, I wouldn't have cheated if I was not losing.
But then we get the other part of this. The way the chapter ends is the third and fourth floors of the castle are now modernized officially, and Michael's showing it off to them, and he's like, listen, you've got electricity, minor stuff though, like you're gonna have lights and you're gonna have some heaters. It's really all you got. Anything more than that would be too much. And I love how Harry was like, and Bob says, like, with all the work you've done, the enchantments are still good. And you could tell Michael was uncomfortable. He's like, the spirit does say that, yes, everything should be fine. He really doesn't like Bob still.
Super funny.
But I like the way it ends with his friends encouraging him to finally get out of his damn basement.
And Mr. settles it.
Mr. settles it. Yeah, he gets right in front of that bake fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I like the way that they put it, though. He's like, what's wrong with the basement? Nothing wrong with the basement. I mean, the basement, living in the basement is who you were, but maybe that doesn't need to be who you will be. Maybe the person you will be will like not living in a basement.
If so, the man I'm going to be is going to have to walk up a lot more stairs. Yeah. Because of course Harry's gonna put something grumpy on it, like he's gonna grump about it. That's what he does.
I would grump about it too. Listen, don't make me move bedrooms. That's rude. I'll make that decision. Never. Chapter 44: How Harry Asked His Gift of Mab. So this was a fun one.
This didn't go how I thought it was going to either.
I had no expectations. But I liked how it went because there's a lot of layers to this. The most important one being that he said it out loud. He said to her, he planted the seed. He's like, one day I'm going to be free of you.
Yeah?
And she's like, perhaps, but not today. No, not today. Another part that stood out to me was how with the first bite of bread, the bread that his blood was on, she just fucking devoured that shit, like, without any decorum, and Harry's like, oh, okay.
Well, especially since she's, like, being all formal and shit. It's like...
Super formal.
Like, thou hast summoned me, my knight. And he's like, oh, yeah, she gets all archaic and shit when it's super formal. And then she's like...
So weird.
Fucking Cookie Monster over here with the damn blood bread.
Fucking cracking jokes at him too, at his expense. Like, she's so weird, man. But we also learned something important though. She implied, well, she didn't imply, she outright said that she has been taking the time to heal and recover as well. And he's
she
like,
got the shit kicked out of her.
but she didn't act like it didn't occur to him that she was taking this time to heal as well because she was hiding it.
Yeah.
And he realized, shit, she has to hide it. Like, there's, like, even when he's doing what he's doing, there's always a little bit of empathy there, which I think is interesting. And
I think he actually, like, as weird as it sounds, I think he cares about Mab.
Of course. How could he not? Like, he's a part of her in a really weird way.
Well, just beyond that. Because Mab does good things. She's not inherently a good person, but she does good things.
Everything she does is for the greater good, arguably the greatest good, which is the protection of reality.
Also, some of the stuff she does is, like, adorable. Like the present she gave Maggie.
Right. Everybody's got to be in the spirit of Christmas, even the Queen of Air and Darkness.
Yeah. I mean, and the fact that she used to gal pal around with Sarissa and, like, go to movies and shit is really hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Needed someone to be her humanity coach.
What do you think of Mab's warnings about his gift?
She said, well, so first of all, he worded his gift very well, right? Like, his gift included multiple things for it to be a complete gift.
Yeah.
And Mab warns him, I can give you what you want, but I can't guarantee how that will go. I can't guarantee that there won't be some heartache. And does she say bloodshed in the process? Maybe ruin was a word she used.
But not without pain.
Yeah.
What thou dost wish may be done, but not without pain.
And she like lays it all out, like she can't see the future. And she's like, knowing all of that, do you still want this? And he's for the third time says, it is. He's like, thrice said and done. It is. She's like, all right, that's what you'll get. It would literally be easier to give you riches, but sure.
This is a road that may wind toward great joy or great sorrow, and I cannot foresee its ending.
Yeah.
I really wonder what that means.
I think this is sheer confidence in her own power. It cannot predict the future. However, the scales are unbalanced. She has to balance the scales. It's in her nature. She must balance the scales. But what he is asking leaves a lot of wiggle room. It guarantees a great life for Thomas.
Maybe.
On paper. Like, it guarantees protection of his woman, of his child, of himself. I mean, and having Mab's aid is not nothing.
No.
Like, that's so much. Like, it's access to a lot of knowledge, and it's access to a lot of power to protect Thomas while he does the work that he needs to do soon. Like, we're nearing the end of the book. It's happening soon.
Maybe.
The question is it going to happen before or after the wedding? I feel like it's got to be before.
Is the wedding even going to happen?
I feel like it's gonna. Yeah. I think he's going to wiggle his way out of what Mab's done, but I don't think it's going to happen right away. I don't think it's happening in this book. Maybe I'm wrong.
What do we know?
What do we know?
No, that's an interesting little like wrap up for that whole bit though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the only thing left is to either get Thomas out or not.
Yeah. And deal with this crap with Etri.
But Mab's dealing with the crap with Etri.
Now, that's the thing. Like, I feel like whatever Harry needs to do, he does need to do it himself. I feel like he's pawning off the Etri problem, and I think that's going to blow up in his face soon.
I mean, it can't.
I don't think so. Because I think the Etri problem is part of the joy or heartache, right? Like, whatever the fuck happens with Etri is... Because... Mab was like, hey, solve this Etri problem. And he put it back on her and was like, no, you solved this Etri problem. And I'm wondering if Harry had taken the time to deal with that issue on the same level he's dealing with the other issues. If it would have or will, we won't know now, go better than if Mab deals with it. I think Mab dealing with it is not a good idea.
Well, and here's the thing. Mab still needs that alliance.
She does.
So she's not gonna forsake that. I think what that guarantees is that maybe Harry will still end it, come up with something, but he gets Mab's full support on it now.
Or maybe he's traded off to Etri. She said she had no intention of replacing him.
Yeah.
But this changes things. I think what Harry asked for is going to fuck him over in ways that he could not possibly predict. And he's like, all right, fine, I can take a little pain. Like, what that's worth it doesn't cost a little bit. But I don't think he knows what he's sacrificing. I mean, I don't know, man.
What if she trades Maggie?
For instance, like...
That's Thomas's blood, too, technically.
I think... No.
Yeah?
Now that I think about it, no. Because she knows how Harry would react to that. He'll go fucking scorched earth over that child. He's done it once, he'll do it again.
Maybe she'll trade Lara. But that also fucks her over.
No, that fucks it over. What could she do to fuck him that wouldn't fuck her?
Not a lot at this point.
I feel like the only thing she could do is trade him off to get killed.
But she doesn't want to do that either. That fucks her too.
Not as much as the other stuff.
No. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
She needs him. Because this whole thing is about outsiders.
Yeah.
She's got a starborn knight right now.
Yeah.
She needs him.
Yeah.
She just doesn't want to tell him that because that'll fill his head. That'll poof up his ego.
Of course.
She needs Harry.
Yeah.
That's why she wanted him for so long.
I don't know, man. I feel like this is gonna go sideways.
I mean, it
Probably is gonna go sideways.
might not.
All right. We're gonna wrap up. And maybe we'll find out next week.
How sideways it goes.
Yeah. So next week we're talking about chapters 45 through 48. We're nearing the end. We're getting there.
Getting down to it.
Bye.
Bye.